Hi, it's Nate Charles, and welcome back to the Rule of Law Brief. I want to talk tonight about something that is genuinely dangerous for the United States, but that most people are likely to miss. And the reason people will miss it is simple. Most Americans know that there is something called the Federal Reserve, but they don't really understand what it does or why its independence as an agency of the US government matters. So I'm going to try and explain this concisely. Good luck to me. At its core, the Federal Reserve's primary job is to control inflation. Inflation is what happens when there's too much money within the economy relative to the goods and services available. When that happens, everything costs more: rent, groceries, gas. Your paycheck stays the same, but you can buy less with it. The Fed controls inflation primarily through interest rates. Lower rates make it easier for institutional banks to borrow and lend money, which increases the money supply. Higher interest rates do the opposite. They tighten the money supply and they slow inflation down. Raising the interest rates is a deflationary action. I'm grossly oversimplifying here, but that's enough to understand what's going on right now with the Federal Reserve. Donald Trump came into office promising to fight inflation, and people believed him. They felt the pain of rising prices and stagnant wages, and they voted accordingly. But almost everything that Donald Trump has done since he's taken office has been inflationary. Tariffs are inflationary. They raise prices. Pressuring the Fed to cut interest rates without a good reason is inflationary. It increases the money supply. So if you understand even basic macroeconomics, this pattern is obvious. Donald Trump isn't about helping people on Main Street. He's about helping people on Wall Street. Big banks and large corporations that benefit enormously from cheap money and easy credit. Here's where things get really dangerous. The Federal Reserve is an independent agency of the US government. That independence is deliberate. Members of the Fed serve long, staggered terms so that no president can control monetary policy for political gain. That design exists for one reason: because monetary policy is too important to the health of the United States and too destructive if it's done wrong to be driven by the short-term interests of any one politician or any one political party. Trump has already tried to undermine that independence before, and now he's escalating things by opening up a criminal investigation into the leadership of the Federal Reserve based on transparently flimsy allegations. These allegations are ridiculous, but the real point isn't the allegation, it's the message that it sends. Donald Trump's message is clear: do what I want, or I will use the criminal justice system against you. That is weaponization of criminal law to coerce an independent economic institution. And once that line is crossed, the consequences are severe. Monetary policy becomes political. Inflation becomes chronic and intentional. And ordinary Americans pay the price, while all the insiders, like Donald Trump's cronies, profit enormously. Most people aren't going to see this immediately. It's technical. It's abstract, and it doesn't feel urgent. But this is how institutional collapse actually happens. Not all at once, but quietly, when the guardrails are removed one by one. This is not normal. This is not acceptable, and it is profoundly dangerous for the United States and even the world.